Mwana naangalia watu nikawaambia ati ndio usilete kitu mbaya. Na kitu inanuka.
Welcome back to my new video on my channel. So before we actually get started on the crafts, I wanted to talk about a few things, and one of those things is actually, first of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers. I'm so thankful for all the support that you've given me, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the likes and the comments. I appreciate it so much. And secondly, what I wanted to talk about was actually the crafts that I am doing. My hair is kinda anyway. Many of you are actually doing those crafts. Please let me know down in the comments below, or on any of my social media sites, pages. Anyway, let me know on social media, either on my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram account, and yeah, you also get a shout out at the end of each video if any of you actually make those. Let me see, just take a picture, send it to me, and I'll give you a shout out at the end of the video. And also, lastly, what I wanted to talk about was the release of my video. I actually noticed that I'm taking a bit longer to release my video, so I decided to release my video every single week. I'll be releasing a new video. And without further ado, before I get started, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please like my video, and also turn on the notification bell down there below so that you can know whenever I post a new video. And also follow me on my social media so that you can get updates about my new video, the next video. And without further ado, so let's get started. Okay, so the first step of what you're going to need is a blank sheet of paper and a pencil to draw. Don't worry if you can't draw, it's still fine. You can actually just print out the image that you want and use that one instead. I would also advise you to outline your image with a marker pen, that is if you're drawing, to make it a little bit more visible. So after cutting out your image, the next step of what you're going to do is make your image more attractive, and I'd advise you to use any type of coloring material, pencils, paints, anything, color pencils that is, or paints or marker pens, just anything. And I also decided to do this Marvel logo, of which I found it to be really nice, and I love Marvel. I'm a fan of Marvel, that is, and I just followed the same simple steps that I did with the first image. Okay, so next you're going to take your parchment paper or baking paper, and I found this at Carrefour at a very affordable price. It was only 125 bob, and you can use that one. So what you're going to do is just measure out your image on the parchment paper and cut it out. After you do that, you're just going to take your clear sellotape and you're just going to tape it, the parchment paper down to the table so that you can prevent it from moving. And it's just as simple as that. Don't worry if the sellotape doesn't fit the image, you can just tape it until it fits the image that you want. Then next you're just going to take your image, place it above the parchment paper and also tape it down.
Changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think
after you tape it down, you're just going to cut out the extra parchment paper, and I'd advise you to cut as far away from the edge as possible, but not too far. And this will actually help you when it comes to sticking together, and as you'll see at the end of the video.
once we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby. Yeah. We should breathe slow.
Next and finally, you're just going, after cutting them out, you're just going to take the parchment paper off. Simple. Don't also take out the sellotape. That's why I wanted you to cut at least a little bit far from the edge, and you're just going to peel it off and stick it. As simple as that, and you're done. You can stick it on your laptop, on your phone, on anything basically that you want to stick it on. Okay guys, that's all I had for today on my video, and I think they turned out really nice, as you can see. Obviously I'm going to add some more to this. You can not only can you add to your bottle of water, you can also put them on the laptop, behind your phone, just anywhere they can stick. And also it's also nice because you can actually go out if you make something special for someone, you can just go out and give that, because it's easier to stick and you can just give them out to someone if you like. Okay, and that's all I had for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on this video. Also remember that